So you said the defender would be standing by? And that would be Mr. Shirley?
Correct.
All right, so we've got everybody with the defendant?
Correct. Jail
Stewart?
is not logged on
Hi,
yet.
Judge.
Your Honor, and Mr. Tubergen, I don't know how much information you have, but apparently the defendant declined to be interviewed by my office.
That was my understanding. She declined to be interviewed by the bond screener also, but I still intend to appoint the defender's office, at least up to the point of the probable cause conference. So
Sounds good.
decisions can be made then as to representation, self-representation, and I'm anticipating that there may at least be a competency motion that she would not file.
Judge.
All right. Good afternoon. Are you Katie Austin Lee?
Yes.
Can you hear me all right, Ms. Lee?
Yes.
All right. I'm Judge Canal, and I'm arraigning you from the District Court in Holland. This is file 2516105FY. It is a 2-count complaint. It alleges that on or about February 21, 2025, in the city of Holland, count 1, that you did murder a minor child identified as AP, contrary to statute. This is an open murder homicide complaint, carries a penalty of life imprisonment. Count 2 alleges that on the same date, time, and location that you did assault, batter, wound, resist, obstruct, oppose, or endanger Augustin Calderon, a police officer of the Holland Department of Public Safety, that you knew or had reason to know was performing his duties as a police officer. That charge is a felony, carrying a maximum possible penalty of 2 years in prison and or $2,000 fine. Now, you were given an advice of rights form, which you declined to sign, so I don't know whether you read it or not. That form,
I haven't received anything, sir.
well,
I've been in the hospital.
I understand that. The rights that you
I
have,
have not fire or any.
the rights that you have are that you are presumed to be innocent of this charge. Prosecution has the burden of proving your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to a trial by a jury, or you and the prosecutor may agree to waive that right to a jury trial and have the case proceed as a non-jury trial. You have the right to be represented by an attorney. If you can't afford to hire an attorney and ask me to, I will appoint an attorney to represent you. You have the right to testify at that trial. You have the right to not testify at that trial. If you choose not to testify, your silence cannot be used against you. That is, the prosecutor may not comment on the exercise of your right to remain silent. You have the right to have witnesses compelled to come to court to testify on your behalf, and the right to confront and cross-examine those witnesses who would testify against you. Those are the constitutional trial rights that you have. Also, in the state of Michigan, you have by statute the right to what's called a preliminary examination, where the prosecutor must produce evidence that convinces me that there's at least probable cause to believe that you've committed this offense before I would order you to stand trial on that charge in circuit court. We set the matter for a probable cause conference and preliminary examination on your behalf. Are you requesting a court-appointed attorney, Ms. Lee?
I think so, yes. Yes.
Yes, all right. I will order that the Public Defender's Office select an attorney to represent you. And as I understand it, and Mr. Shirley, who's part of the Defender's Office, is standing by here. As I understand it, Mr. Shirley, Ms. Lee declined to be interviewed by staff in the Defender's Office up to this point. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor. At least that's the information I have, but we will have someone visit her at the jail very soon.
All right. Good.
I haven't heard anything of that.
All right. And Mr. Tuberg is here on behalf of the people. Do you wish to address the court regarding bond?
Your Honor, regarding bond, the people did submit a bond request upon authorization of the charges. Based upon the charges that she's facing, specifically open murder, pursuant to statute, the people are asking no bond be set in this matter.
All right. And Mr. Shirley, you don't have any additional information by way of bond, is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. Ms. Lee, you live in Holland at the 16th Street address, is that correct?
Yes.
How long have you lived at that address?
I think about 10 years.
Were you working at the time of this incident?
No, I'm disabled.
All right. Well, I've appointed an attorney to represent you. And as the attorney, Mr. Shirley said, there'll be someone from the Public Defender's Office out to see you right away. So I hope that you will take the opportunity to discuss this matter with that attorney, because he has to make some decisions and requests to the court. We'll set the matter for a probable cause conference and preliminary examination that will be held. Well, the probable cause conference will probably be scheduled a week from today, and then the preliminary examination at some point after that, all of the pre-hearing issues are resolved and there's time on the court's calendar. I'm going to grant the people's request that bond be denied for the time being, given the nature of the charge, which raises a high risk of flight as well as public safety concerns that the court has. So bond is denied for right now, and we will be back here soon for the probable cause conference. Do you have any, and I failed to advise you when I was advising you of your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or write can be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questioning by the police that you would consent to. And if you can't afford one, you'd have one appointed to represent you. Well, one's already been appointed to represent you. So no questioning will take place outside of that lawyer's presence. Do you have any other questions of me, Ms. Lee?
No.
All right. Do you have anything else, Mr. Shirley?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Tubert?
No, Your Honor.
All right, we are adjourned then. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank